Well, hello, class, and Dr. Rick. This is a little bit about me and this I Believe activity. It's nice to see some familiar names and faces as we continue on this journey. So I guess let's start with a little bit about me and who I am. My name is Leslie Sullivan, and I was born and raised in Huntsville, Texas. Yep, you got it. Like one of my other fellow colleagues and classmates in this course, I am what we like to refer to as a local. I was born and raised in Huntsville, Texas, and so the diversity that Huntsville has to offer as a town, I've seen grow immensely from being a seventh grader in junior high to being a high school student, a college student, an employee of Sam Houston State, and then obviously now a graduate student in the program. Like some of my other peers mentioned, we kind of have a unique diversity to our town. We have those people like myself and Claire who are locals. We grew up in the area. You have the college atmosphere, which has obviously all of our college students, all of our faculty members, and then those faculty that work at Sam Houston State but don't actually reside in Huntsville. They still bring a bit of a diverse population to Huntsville, though they don't actually live or reside in Huntsville. And then obviously the biggest thing that makes us a little bit more diverse than some other places is our prisons. I often forget that the prisons are here just because I am so used to it. And then I'm quickly reminded in my profession when I get asked, oh my goodness, did the prisons have a bearing on you deciding to go to Sam Houston or not? Well, obviously not, because I did my undergrad there, but being from Huntsville, you forget that they are part of what make up your town, and that's part of what Huntsville is, part of our heritage, our history, with the prison museum. I think I could probably go on, but I will lay that to rest and move forward. Like I said, I did my undergraduate degree in psychology. I did a minor in communication studies. I don't really plan to do a whole lot specifically with my psychology degree, obviously being that I've worked in higher ed for so long and I'm pursuing a master's degree in it. Had I had the chance to do things a little bit differently, I probably would have done a bit different on my major and minor, but here I am and it seems to be working. A little bit more about me. I began working at Sam Houston State in 2004 as a student worker in the infamous Office of Financial Aid, and that is where I initially found that I had a true passion, not just for higher education, but the students that it brought, specifically the first generation students. Being that I spent so much time in the financial aid office, you learn that money is emotional, and there's so many emotions that come along with just being accepted to a university, whether your parents have a history with your university or you're a first generation student. There's so many unknowns to these students that are coming fresh to us or deciding whether or not they actually want to pursue higher education. So the financial aid office gave me that initial push into higher education. And I did a little bit of work in the registrar's office, and I am now in the new student orientation department where I'm the coordinator, and we're actually housed in the office of the vice president for enrollment management. So although orientation is a department on its own, my boss and I do get to experience a lot of the work that comes in and out of the vice president's office for enrollment management. So I kind of get to see both sides, the orientation side, but also the back side of exactly how our university is working, and kind of where our university is heading within the next 5 to 10 years and the plans that we have. I did leave for a brief 2 years, but somehow Sam Houston and good old Huntsville managed to suck me back in, and here I am. I started the higher ed master's program in the fall of 2013, and I'm getting ready to finish up this coming fall. I don't do summer school because of my job and because of orientation. That would be quite difficult, so I am looking forward to hopefully graduating in December. I do know that although higher education is my passion, Huntsville, Texas, and unfortunately, Sam Houston State is not in the next scene or act of these the life of Leslie. So I am looking forward to seeing what is out there, seeing what my future holds in higher education, and branching out. My heart longs for a big city. So I'm looking forward to maybe moving to Dallas area, somewhere like that. The fear of the unknown is a big factor for my life right now. I'm excited, but I also don't do well with the unknown. I like to have a plan. But I am looking forward to where this master's degree is going to take me, the doors it's going to open, and what it's going to hold for me for the future. I apologize if you hear some snoring in the background. I do have a 3-year-old English bulldog that tends to nap quite often. So to avoid you having to watch him sleep or run back and forth, I've decided to do the narrated PowerPoint. So if you do hear him snoring, I do apologize for that. Like I said, I do have a 3-year-old English bulldog, and he is truly like my child. He is probably the funnest thing that I get to experience in a day, since my life is typically grad school and work. I definitely enjoy my gym time, but other than that, I'm usually at home walking him or trying to get him a little bit of activity, since as English bulldogs, they do have a tendency to be on the heavier side. So yeah, I guess that's enough about me. I'm looking forward to this course. Like I said in the beginning, there are some familiar names and faces to me, and it's been really exciting to take this journey together. My peers have really helped get me through this. Kind of like they always say, it takes a village to raise a child. I felt like at this point, it's definitely taken a village to get Leslie through grad school. But it's been fun. It's been a journey. I'm not done yet, but I look forward to being done very soon. So with that, I'll just kind of dive right into my This I Believe. My beliefs are kind of short and concise, but when doing the This I Believe assignment, I really tried to look more at myself and my role in higher education. So my This I Believe statements are a little bit more focused on me and where I need to go. So with that, This I Believe that every individual, as many of us have stated, has the right to pursue higher education. I believe that it is my duty as an employee of higher education to make the transition into our university or any other university for all of our new students as easy and comforting as possible. Being able to work with all the new students that come to Sam Houston and their families, you really come to realize that we aren't just accepting a student into our university and giving them a new chapter in their life. We are closing a chapter. And we are helping to ease that pain and discomfort of having to leave what they've known for typically 18 years, and help those families and those students kind of readjust their role in each other's lives. The student is now typically of age. They're now 18. And those roles that their parents have always known, or their guardians and their families have always known to be true, are changing a little bit. So I do believe that it's my duty to help this student shape their new roles in their parents' and families' lives, while also helping those parents and family members shape their roles in their students' lives to help make that transition and the new chapter as easy as possible. And my last point is, I believe it is possible for anyone to obtain a post-secondary education, regardless of their past, their history, or where they come from. So many of our students that I see felt like they didn't really have the means to get to a college or a university. And two of our peers, April and Claire, work in admissions, and they are actually on the front lines of getting those students from high school to college and getting them to realize that the dream of having a bachelor's degree is completely obtainable. So once Claire and April get them into our university, I then feel that it's my duty to educate those students and their friends and their families on how they can make this dream an actual reality. So I leave you guys with those three This I Believes. Again, I look forward to a really good semester with some of my peers. And if you guys have any questions or comments or concerns about me or my belief statements, or anything else that I've shared with you, please do not hesitate to contact me. With that, you guys have a great night. Bye.